Oh, thanks for tuning in, folks. I am Mr. A, the RRT Boxing Show. First time viewers, the show's quick lingo, quick little catch up. The best fight the best, 1 through 15, intercontinental belts, NABFs. We try and cover all that. So if you're the first time viewer and you just happen to click on this because you like the little thumbnail of the black and white pictures, it's on this show we catching up. We catching up on the Tyson Fury card. We're catching up on the Jaime Munguia card, and we're talking about some the Canelo Garcia beef with Golden Boy, all that little good stuff. So thanks for tuning in. The RRT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr.A. And going straight into it with the Tyson Fury card, Emmanuel Naverte. Now, I didn't know much of his opponent, the number two, on the RRT Boxing Show. He defeated number two. He beat his ass. He did what we expected him to do. So nothing was too entertaining. He did it in good fashion, but the competition is just not there. Now, what right here, Mr. A's thought is going to wander off. If you're new to the show, we do have a segment called Mr. A's Thoughts when it goes just like this, topic out of nowhere, or it could be a boxing topic. But we're going to right here in the show straight into a Mr. A's Thoughts. Picture this, folks. It was Emmanuel Navarrete. The motherfucker looks pretty damn good out there, doesn't he? Fucking bombarding the shit out of people. Got the reach, got the power. Shakur Stevenson and Gonzalez going for that vacant WBO. I would think right now Shakur might be favored in that. So we'll just say, just for those seconds, whatever the percentage, I think Shakur might be the favorite in that. So Emmanuel cashes in the WBO. Navarrete and Stevenson. Is that not a fucking fight? Top rank? Oh, you will be in some shit. You gotta enforce it. I could be wrong, but isn't Emmanuel talking about moving up? Like, hey, I'm a big motherfucker. Now, him and Gonzalez is a good fight, too. Don't get me wrong. That's a good fight. But eyeball, boxing, fucking, those names, that noise, Navarrete and Stevenson, that's a fucking fight. Right here on the RRT Boxing Show. I'm your host, Mr. A. Mr. A's Thoughts. Talk about it, folks. What do you think of that? What do you think of Right now, I can say, like we said, probably betting odds, Shakur is favored over Gonzalez. Right now, who is favored? Navarrete or Stevenson? Is Stevenson ready for that fucking Hellmaker, just throwing punches? Is he ready for that style? Navarrete leaves himself a little open. He leaves himself a little off balance. Stevenson has the footwork to fucking make him stumble and catch him. Just a kid from Newark, we ride for, we ride the bus to the wheels fall off for Stevenson over here, but who is the favorite in that one? That is a tough one. That is, whoo. That's if Navarrete, like I said, that's just Mr. A's thoughts right here on the RRT Boxing Show. What if it pans out that way? With top rank, because you can't stop fucking, unless you just, Navarrete moves up and goes for Warrington, goes for that belt, goes for the IBF. You got the Warren connection. You could do it like that, because but I think he could just cash it in just like that. He could cash it in. Why do I have to fight? Oh, because if with the IBF grant Navarrete a chance, hey, I'm just gonna vacate my WBO, I want to fight the IBF champion. I don't know if people's gonna okay that shit. You think, no, dude, top rank might have to enforce, like, hey, Stevenson, fight fucking Navarrete, and that would be a fucking fight, folks. That right here, Mr. A's Thoughts. Subscribe, hit the thumbs up, share the video if you like that fight. God damn, that'd be a good ass fight. That's if. Like I said, Narate did his thing against Juan Irole, number 2. It's he looked the same. The connection was good. Caught him at the end of his punches. You know, it's nothing you didn't expect the fucking champ to do. Now on to the Otto Wall and Tyson Fury. Is a strategy that's fucking always been there on Tyson Fury. I think that's why Tyson Fury does the antics that he does, is so you don't do the obvious. You get wound up and you try and hurt him. The guy is too fucking. Anyone else, any other division, you get some tall, lanky guy in front of you, you're gonna hear somewhere, beat his body. You know. For instance, if you get in the ring, these fighters, the Tower Inferno for Fundora, fighters try and fuck that fool's body up if they get inside of him. Not everyone be trying to headhunt on that fool. You can hit him, you know. Every tall fighter, you always be trying to bang the body. Also, in Tyson Fury, no one wants to hit his body, you know. So it was cool to see Wallen do it, you know. But it's like, duh, people, why are you always trying to headhunt this guy? Why? He's fucking tall right in front of you with this big ass body. No one ever does it. Because the mind games, he gets in your fucking mind and you want to shut him up. He's good for it. It's a good strategy. It seems to be working. But Otto Wallen, did he get robbed of a stoppage? Now the big cut. I say no on. I don't think that big cut was impairing his vision. Now that one underneath, is kind of vicious. I actually got hit. I forgot, it's this eye, same spot. Underneath right here. I can't be a boxer. That shit have fucking bust right open. Right where Tyson Fury got that shit. That shit have bust right open on me. Fucking that's dangerous. That's you know, that one on the borderline there. The one on the actual within the little eye socket area. That was a dangerous cut. Besides that, besides the cut, the cut delivering blow, the chest jabs. Well, it's obvious. Everyone saw the fight. Wallen did good for like 5 rounds. He won a couple. 116, 112 is the best anyone I think can say he did. He gave a great performance, Wallen. But I think the fact that he did the fact that way he did the obvious, and it just caught everyone off guard, and they're giving him his big old props. But Fury beat his ass. Fury, but he didn't knock him out. That's the funny thing. Fury was hitting this dude. But it makes me wonder. It makes you wonder right here. Could this fight end up benefiting Tyson Fury in a big way that no one's really talking about? You saw, obviously now, I think it's better for Tyson Fury if the rematch ain't in February. Let that cut heal as fully possible as it can. You might have to go on some more bum quests at the last minute. But that's Mr. A's thoughts on that, his topic on that, On the rematch, if I'm Team Fury, I'm going to milk another one out of the ESPN contract and be like, hey, I'm going to take at least a year off before I even milk that one. This cut needs to be fully healed, I don't, because his cousin Huey Fury, He fought. Who did he just fought? And that shit got busted. Not was it fucking? He just lost to Povetkin. He didn't get busted in that. Was it fucking who for? Was it Pulev? Was it Pulev? Pulev busted his shit open. And I believe he took that fight kind of quick from being fucked up. You know? So that is kind of crazy that fucking. No, it's not the same face. It's not the same eye. But they both got a fucking gash on their face. And if Fury busted up quick, I think that's going to be like, damn. Huey shit busted open, so I'm just might chill out for a little bit. Huey did that dumb shit, got his shit busted up against Pulev. I'm gonna shit. Maybe Pulev might try and get Tyson Fury, you know, but now Pulev is gonna ease on that fucking. He's gonna sit on that fucking IBF thing again, you know, and then he's fucking. And then, but like I said, Tyson Fury. If I was him, I'd take the full year I could. You know, if I could get my little ranking extension from the WBC because I have an injury, you know, if I could somehow get my wherever he's ranked at, where is Tyson Fury ranked at as the WBC? Number 2. You got Dillian White number 1, Tyson Fury number 2. So if we're trying to say that's the champs top 2 contenders, you got Dillian White who's digging up a B sample. You got Tyson Fury who might be on fucking injured reserve for a while. You got number 3 Luis Ortiz who's getting the fight. So Luis Ortiz gets done. AJ Ruiz winner. That's not bad regardless. Give me whoever the fuck you're gonna give me. You know? Because you know ultimately what it's going to be right here on the RRT Boxing Show. If you're tuning in, you're going to get a surprise nugget. Ultimately, the heavyweight division is going to come down to a United States showdown in probably Madison Square Garden between Deontay Wilder, or it might be Barclays because it's the PBC, but it's going to be Deontay Wilder and Michael Hunter. Boom, right here on the RRT Boxing Show. A United States showdown. United States heavyweights future. You know, I'm a big jinx. I probably just fucked it all up. But thank you for tuning in. You know, you will soon find out I jinx a lot of people, or at least a lot of fighters. But hey, I am excellent at predictions. So, your call. Thank you for tuning in. Hit the thumbs up. So I'm saying, Dillian White, Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Alexander Povetkin, Adam Navalki. So fuck, no wonder they're talking about Adam. Look at that shit. It makes sense why that would be the competition for Deontay Wilder. It's funny how it was always talking like, hey, these are going to be Deontay Wilder's fights. And they're like, oh, Deontay Wilder, blah, blah, blah. But look at the way it plays out. Look at the way that shit played out. You know? Everyone was talking. Remember back in like a couple months ago when Adam might be an opponent for Deontay Wilder? Look the way this shit happens to play out. Number 1, Dillian White. Yes. Number 2, Fury. Might those cuts. Whatever. You know, you want to go on 7 months and fight Deontay Wilder and take the risk of that shit not busting open. One of them not busting open. You know. Luis Ortiz, Alexander Povetkin, Adam, Joseph Parker, Pulev, Rivas, Chisora, Horowitz, Cabahal, who just tied top rank, so I doubt it. Joyce, Brazil, Hunter, and Martin. Damn, Martin and Hunter is going to be a fucking United States showdown. Damn, I'm going to be all over it. I'm going to be down to see that. I'm down to see the heavyweight champs of the States go at it. I've been so hard. For the longest time, I wanted to see Deontay Wilder. I know it's a shit fight. That's a shit fight. But it was the last 2 of United States heavyweight champions. I wanted to see Deontay Wilder versus Charles Martin so bad. You know, especially when Martin and Adam fought, I was going for Martin bad. You know, I was like, come on, you know, Keep that last American heavyweight champ title with you, you know. Keep that, you know. But nah, fucking, he lost it against Adam. So now he's just Charles Martin, you know, like the former. He could have been the last, but no, a former. You got Andy Ruiz, so yeah, you're just a former champ, dog. Just a former. So, but anyway, back to Tyson Fury and the Otto Wallen. He did exact. When I say it could have been I almost had a mind clip there. Could this been a beneficial in disguise? Now, everyone, I'm pretty sure, is feeling a little more confident about Deontay Wilder's chances in winning this fight. But since this is the Double RT Boxing Show, the Ready Talk Boxing Show, we're going to talk boxing. That's how we're going to do. We're going to talk it. You say Wilder's better because of this fight. Is Wilder the type of boxer that Wallen is? Valen. Otto Valen. Obviously, he's not the power. But does Wilder has the jab to the chest, the footwork to get inside? Obviously, Wilder has that knockout ability. But that's one thing Fury does time pretty well. Always been saying, like I said, on this channel, we ride for Wilder, but it's the Ready Talk Boxing Show. You know, just talk boxing. If Wilder has a body shot, go back to like season 1 of the show. We've been talking about all types of shit. And we've been saying for Wilder to truly, not just truly, we've been saying, for my opinion, if Wilder had a body shot, he'd easily dominate the heavyweight division. Fucking easy. Because the two questions from season 1 to right now, we always question the body work and his chin. You know, what was he? Eventually, his chin got answered. His body work is still there. It's still the question's still there. Now, Valen was able to just jab him to the chest. It's there, but does Wilder use it? You see what I'm saying? If Wilder used that jab to the chest, oh my! Like I said, the simple shit. But does Wilder use it? A jab to the Mr.A.'s favorite punch of the show, the stab jab. Can you imagine Deontay Wilder using a right hand stab jab to the fucking gut on people? You know, if he practiced it, he's, you know, Andre Ward got it from Floyd. If he could do that punch with a right hand, you imagine what he's doing to these people's bodies. So Violence showed, just dude, fuck Fury's antics. Go straight for his chest. It's there for Wilder. So like I said, even though Valen did it can Wilder break out of his habit to do that? It's there. But can he break out of his habit? Not just break out of his habit, but break out of his habit and still cover up. Because as the few times I've seen Wilder really, like, I was like, oh yeah, like, you know, I got excited, but then it's like, well, okay, I can see you need to work on it. Because like I said, I'm a big Wilder fan, the Double RT Boxing Show right here in the United States, baby. Deontay Wilder. I want to see a body attack because it's so damn easy. I think if that dude had a body attack. So the best time I seen him really go body attack was some Luis Ortiz. I got kind of happy in that fight, but at the same time, I was like, whoa. You could see he's not too accustomed to doing them, because when he's just doing them, Luis Ortiz was countering his ass like oh fuck, it's like it's cool you was trying them, it's good your head's there, you know, because the shot's there. It's it's cool to see the champ thinking that way, but if he was more on it, I think it'd be easier. He'd beat the shit out of Tyson Fury's body. Violence showed it. Everyone's gonna be doing it now. Hopefully, that strategy, that to see that implied in boxing, just like hey, just beat the dude's chest down, kind of risky as fuck for health wise, but to see other divisions start picking that up, it'll be it's kind of interesting to see if that transcends the way boxing goes. It could be very the way the left, the kidney shot, the hook shot, whatever, the body shot, the way that kind of gets known in boxing. Ooh, people start fucking just hitting the chest. Oh shit! Watch out now. That could change. That can change a lot of shit. You're gonna see a lot of people start trying to do that shoulder roll slip. Trying to get a few as much to hit. Subscribe right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Now that's talking about what can Wilder do that to Tyson Fury. Now this is what could be a blessing in disguise for Tyson Fury, that he got cut. The way he smothered his own work against Val in that second half of that fight. Ugly inside boxing. He can do that to Wilder. Wilder's not the greatest inside get off me fighter, especially at this weight they're going to have. Tyson Fury got that, because Tyson Fury game is outside, pick him apart. He's good. Tyson Fury is the boxer. Him and his pops and the whole team used to say that's a boxing. That's pure boxing. We boxed him. We boxed him. That's what they're about. But for him to be cut, and then he got like 4 or 5 serious rounds of just smugging his own work, surviving that cut, surviving rounds, but winning. He can dominate Wilder like that. There's a chance. If Wilder does not pick up a dominant, a better inside game that we've seen. He has a nice. We've seen the uppercut inside. Now, don't get me wrong. The best body shot I've probably seen Deontay Wilder. Now he throws them here and there, but we're talking it's not a common punch any heavyweight does. But I'm just saying, with the power Deontay Wilder possesses and he shows, can you imagine if that motherfucker starts doing body shots again? Yes, his right hand is the best right hand is the straight, but still, that dude has some power. So if he was to start doing some fucking hooks to the body, the best one I seen, and it actually started his comeback, was when he fought Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington had him stuck behind the jab, kind of like Tyson Fury does. And he threw, I think it was around 4 or 5, whatever. He threw a nice left hook. It caught Washington right in the ribs. That hook, I was like, oh, there you go, champ. Finally, some fucking body work. How easy it changes a fucking fight. And from that moment on, it led to the 5th round, and we know what happened. So, can Wilder pick that up? Or is he going to get smothered by this new Tyson Fury shit? Tyson Fury, who's accustomed to outside picking you apart, he has the weight power. I don't know if he has the striking, natural, big man power, He has tall power. So if he could just lean and hustle over Wilder for the last 3, 4 rounds and win them by being a better combination deliverer and just smothering Wilder until you see no action, because it's not like Wilder is a combination puncher. You know what I'm saying? So if he could smother Wilder's delivery while Tyson Fury knows how to throw a combination, and a smother. He experienced that in the violent fight. We haven't seen Wilder throw smothering combinations. So, and it'll be interesting to see that dynamic if Wilder takes. Did Fury learn that? Perhaps, I'm trying to say, could be a blessing in disguise. It'll make a whole new concept of Wilder Fury 2 if that strategy is implied, because no one's thinking Fury to just bomb rush Wilder and just kind of Sean Porter him, but just smother his ass against the ropes and probably, eventually he probably could knock him out if this strategy, if he just walk Wilder to the ropes like he did Valen, who's to say eventually that weight just won't do what weight does? Now, if Wilder picks up this easy ass body attack, it's like right there. The champ has superpower. Imagine if that's Wilder jabbing to the chest. Man, you know what I'm saying? This fight showed great dynamics for the rematch for both oppositions. If Wilder could do, like I said, it's there. It's always been there. It's what do you do against a big man? You hit him in the body. It just most heavyweights don't throw it. But if you notice, the whole lead up, Valen was saying it's blessing him and his father. But they were saying you could beat him. Don't get caught in antics. If you watch him, his body is there to be hit. They knew this years ago. Him and his pops was talking this years ago. So this is not something like, oh, he stuck to the game plan. This was a game. This was like a years ago something like, hey, if you ever fight Tyson Fury, just attack his body. It's right there to be had. It caught him off guard when fucking the doctor looked at the cut and Fury kind of went a little aggressive on him. Valen was a little winded at that opportunity at that moment, I should say, not the opportunity, at that moment when that was an opportunity because Tyson Fury was kind of in that gray area. And all of a sudden, him being checked out kind of gave him a little adrenaline boost, and Valen just was looking for that win, I believe, at that moment. But yeah, he got the pressure. But like I said, Valen did good the first 6 rounds. He won maybe two out of those 6 rounds. Had some decent moments here and there. From there on out, especially, he had some decent ones the last few. But now he stunned the shit out of him in the 12th, of course. So like I said, he showed what it's always been there. If you like I said, it's you don't got to be a great, fantastic. Oh, you got to box the boxer. It's mental. It's a simple game plan, and it wasn't like, oh, Tyson didn't take him serious. No, that's the same Tyson Fury you see every fight. You see that Tyson Fury every fight. So that was Tyson. That was Valen putting on a nice, as the boxing term, the blueprint is out there for Tyson Fury. That, how do you get to his body attack? You start from the center. You start from the jab him straight to his fucking chest. And eventually everything. Now, like I said, it's not as easy as it sounds. Tyson Fury was whooping his ass coming on in with some shots. You can't just rush on in and do that shit. Tyson Fury was picking him off at some moments with some good ass right crosses, left hooks. It's not easy, but it's there. Everyone's beatable. Everyone's beatable. So fuck. Everyone can hit the thumbs up. Everyone can subscribe. But do everyone do it? Do everyone beat them? No. But it's done. It's easily done. It's right there. You could do it. You could do it. The RRT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr.A. Thank you for your time and support. Moving on, we are going to talk but we're going to talk about Jaime Munguia card. The Jaime Munguia card. Now, Jaime Munguia doing what he does. Well, he finally got back to really doing what he does. But like I said, he's doing what he does, man. He defended his belt. Was his fifth time? Fifth time against Patrick Aloy. Number 13. Okay. Now for Jaime Munguia, that's a dip. You know, he's usually been defending against the top 5. But still, he defended it in a quick span, dispatching. Say what you want to say. Yeah, it's not a unification bout, but he defeated his opponent. Another like he said. So far in his reign, he beat Dennis Hogan. Say what you want. Liam Smith. Uh, was that Takashi Inui? That's what he beat. If I could be having the wrong Asian, and that's all that's ranked by. I believe since the rankings has changed, his opponents have dropped out. Now there's some. He said he's not too sure if he's going to go up. I wonder why. I wonder why he's not too sure if he's going to go up. What's for him if he goes up? No other than fucking Demetrius Boo Boo Andrade. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I want to move up yet and wait. I wonder why. You know, because look, what's it gonna do? WBO champ vacates and does what? Does what? He's not gonna fight the WBO champ. What's he gonna do? Fight the IBF champ out of nowhere? You know, Sergey. What if Sergey wants to just take that belt to PBC? PBC like, nah, we straight. Nah, we ain't gonna fight you. We ain't gonna fight. Where you come from? WBC? Nah. WBC is Tony Harrison. We don't know you. WB, nah, we don't know you. You know, so where's he gonna go? WBA? Canelo champ? Who did Murata lose to? No, what? He is the WBA champ again. That's right, he is the WBA champ. So you got Sergey or Triple G. Maybe that's there for him. But I said, Jaime Munguia. You know, if he doesn't get that Canelo fight, maybe he's going to have to keep that belt because vacating that belt is kind of pointless if you don't fight Andrade, right? Or like, why vacate your belt if you ain't going to fight the champ above you? If you ain't going to cash in that ticket, like fucking Navate, Emmanuel Navate cashing his 122 for the 126 to fight Stevenson if he is winner of Gonzalez, cash that in, fight Stevenson. Jaime Munguia cashing his in to fight fucking Boo Boo. But I don't think he wants that problem or that challenge. I should say, maybe it's not a problem. Maybe it's just a challenge. I don't know if he wants that challenge or willing to take that challenge as much as Narate is willing to take that challenge in Stevenson. That's just, I don't, obviously he's not. He's saying, first he's all like, yeah, this is going to be my last fight at 154. Now I'm not too sure because it's like, dude, where are you going to go? Where are you going to go after 154? Oh, you're going to go to 160? You're going to go to 160 or you're going to fight fucking Boo Boo? Nah, stay your ass down there because it just, Jaime Munguia is Jaime Munguia. You know, 50-50. Wins him, he loses him. He knocks you out. You can outbox him. You know, Patrick was doing his thing. He looked good. Just the size. You know, what was he even really getting rocked against that fight against Jaime? Or was it just like, hey, you know, I feel his shots. His shots are too much for me. You know, I want to quit before it gets rough. Before I get fucked up, I'm gonna quit because this dude is trying to like Patrick's like, man, this dude's fucking big. This motherfucker's trying to make a highlight reel out of me. I'm not getting fucked up by this dude because it's Mexican Independence Day too. He's like, nah, man, this dude's trying to beat my black ass. Nope, I'm too damn small. Nah, I see what he's trying to do to me on Mexican Independence Day. Hell no, I'm not taking that ass whooping. Nope, and he quit. Now, like I said, Jaime Munguia, there's the words like, what the power? We always thought, okay, yeah, you can outbox Jaime Munguia, you can outbox him. He has all these gaps, he has these holes. Dennis Hogan showed and did what we all thought and talked about as boxing fans. And for a moment there, Patrick applied a version of what got Dennis Hogan started off successfully, but he just didn't have the engine or I guess the boxing IQ to really keep it going. But the movement was pretty well. He had Jaime missing, so nothing was really shown as improvements for Jaime. Just another victory in his title run. Can't knock him for it, but no improvements. Just where does he go from here? What on to the next. He's gonna do what he does. He fights. He fights pretty often. For you figure for a guy who's talking about moving and weight, the best thing for it is to keep him active. Don't let him balloon up too big, too much in between camps. So you figure he just fought Patrick Aloiti. Obviously, that's not a golden boy fighter. But you say, okay, who can he fight? So obviously, if that's not a golden boy fighter, they got reached out for anyone to fight Jaime Munguia. So the possibilities are open. Now, as far as maybe Carlos Adames, number one, I don't know. WBO does have some rub shoulders with Top Rank, right? You got Patrick Texera? That's Golden Boy. Maybe when he's ready to move up in weight, they might do that fight, pass it along. You got Kell Brook, Liam Smith, Aramikhan. I never seen him, but that name seemed like he just fought recently. It's a lot of those, those hard names, but that's fighting recently. Jama Sadi, I never heard of. Brian Carlo Castellano. That'd be crazy. I don't see him getting no damn Jaime Munguia fight. No way. Takashi, Austin Trout, no. Patrick, yes. This is where it gets to goes. Number 15, Wally Amasoa. Damn, who's he just fighting? He's fighting someone recent. God, who is he fighting? Wally. Who is Wally fighting? Damn. That's not Brian Castellanos' fight, Wally. But anyway, damn it, Wally's fighting somebody. Wally is fighting somebody. So it's a can't think. I'm looking at the names too. I can't. It's not. Damn it. But anyway, if Jaime Munguia might get a title shot, it's a possibility. And the guy is fighting either tonight, Thursday. What's today's date? I don't know, but it's Thursday night. It's possible. It's a DAZN fighter, and he's ranked number 14. Orlando, Florida DiGilio. Orlando Flordigilio. Leo. Yep. Giglio. Flordigilio. Orlando Fordiglio. Fucking that shit up. Fordiglio. Orlando Fordiglio. But anyway, it's a possibility for Jaime Munguia to fight him because DAZN just did that deal with Italy. And that's, he's been doing his thing over in Italy boxing. He's been headlining their cards, on the DAZN, the ones I've been watching. He's been like their attraction. So he's ranked number 14. It's possible to see him get a title shot as Jaime Munguia's next opponent. Keep your eye out for that one. Now, on this card is very interesting. Very, very interesting. We're going to talk about Franchon Gisern defending her belt against, for a quick second, defending her belt against Marcela Cornejo. Quick second. Much of the first of the rematch. The rematch was, I should say, the rematch was much of the first. Um, but I do gotta say, Cornejo has a chin. She could take a good punch. But it all makes sense now. It all makes sense why Cornejo is what she is to me as a fan, as what I've been watching her. You know, you see her move around the ring. Okay, she looks pretty decent moving around the ring. She flicks out some pretty good the right punches, but something's missing, you know. And then they said she spends a good amount of time sparring with Brackles. It kind of looked like she got that sparring mentality, stuck in the gym. You know, she got stuck being a traveling sparring partner or something. Because it's I didn't see. And don't get me wrong, Fran Chong was throwing some fucking mustard bombs at her. And like I said, she was cracking the shit out of her. You know, much of the first is the same. You know, the rematch was round 13. You know, she beat her up. Like I said, quick second. It's if you didn't see the first fight, you missed 24 rounds of an ass whooping. Now, the interesting point was, thank you for tuning in and staying on the show for 41 minutes. Last season, or was it last season, earlier this season, I've been saying, Mr. A's thoughts, Clarissa Shields, we've been talking Clarissa Shields, the opponents I would like to see her accomplish. If she's to put the women's division on the map, the women's boxing on the map, the way she's talked about herself, kind of looked upon her and Katie Taylor. I threw out some names, I threw out some names. I thought some champs. Then I can't think of that Canadian chick's name right now. I threw out her at 154 since she dropped down. Why drop down and fight Havana Hicks, for a vacant title? I get you want the title, but I thought maybe she should drop down to 154 and fight I can't think of is it the WBC champ? The Canadian champ, fight the Canadian champ and kind of talk the WBO or whatever the vacant belt you're fighting for. Talk them into hey, can you want to put your vacant belt on to this unification? Make this belt for 3 belts. Why not do it like that? She should fight that champion. And then another name I threw out I would like to see Clarissa Shields fight was Alexandra Jimenez. I was like, man, that would be a pretty good fight. Because I was like, okay, right here on the RRT Boxing Show, we do cover, and there's been a dip off in the coverage and the videos due to just time of the studio, but we do, from season 1 to present, we do our share of women's boxing, and we covered about 3 fights of Alexandra Jimenez as the heavyweight champ. Again, we covered 3 Alexandra Jimenez fights as heavyweight champ. And I wanted to see her fight Clarissa Shields because she has dropped down to super middleweight 168. I thought, damn, if Clarissa Shields over here being the saying she's the GOAT, it'd be a great sell. You got Clarissa Shields, all these belts against the former heavyweight champ Alexandra Jimenez in this great looking shape. She dropped down to 168. I'm trying to sell that fight. Lo and behold, who in the fucking cut is fighting Alexandra Jimenez? Franchon Dezern. Holy shit. She's fighting the girl I thought would be a great fucking matchup for Clarissa Shields. Franchon Dezern is taking that what? I'll fight the fucking heavyweight champ. Dude, how you going to say, hey, bring on the heavyweight champ? I don't give a, you lost all that weight, I will beat your ass. Now, that would have been now. Of course, the fight never happened. She fought Cornejo because Alejandra didn't make weight. She from 160 from I don't know how big she was, but she didn't make 168. But she was like at least 230 at least I think. What was Alexandra? Well, she didn't make weight, and it forced the fight with um, Cornell. Now, I thought, even though the weight difference, I thought Jimenez delivered punches cleaner. I thought she threw combinations better. As you know, yes, it was a heavyweight. She was in there with she dominated her opposition, but the delivery of punches and combination, the footwork seemed like it'd be better. The jab, you know, Franchon seems to be a heavy hitter looking for the bombs. Not quite smooth with the jab. She's a haymaker. A bricklayer. It doesn't quite seem. I think Jimenez. It was a heavyweight against a weaker composition or opponents, whatever the fuck. She looked a better boxer. So that'll be a very interesting. It's very. I'm trying to look for Jimenez. She had one fight against low opposition at 160. I can't find it on YouTube. I'm very interested to see how she looks. That now that she's lighter, more muscular or leaner, I should say, she looks muscular. I wonder if she's quicker, snappier jab. I wonder if she's more fluent with what I thought she already had. Very interesting to see how she lets her combinations fly now, but she didn't make weight, so that would have been a very interesting fight. Very, like I said, I thought it'd be a good fight for Clarissa Shields, considering it's a 168. She did it, but here she is not making weight. Interesting, just interesting. She's down in Mexico, big ass heavyweight down to 168. She was a big girl. Those pictures of her just chilling like that, flexed out. She looks in great shape. So is it possible? Hey, on the right diet down there in Mexico, anything is possible with hard work and dedication. Right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Hit the thumbs up. Subscribe. Thank you for your time and support. And that will move us on to the opener of the card. I know we covered the card backwards for this reason and this reason, you'll find out. We went Jaime Munguia, Franchon Dizern versus Cornejo. Moving on to the card opener, Duno versus Ivan Delgado. Wowzers, right? What in the hell happened in this fight? Delgado came in like 4 pounds overweight. Came in big, like 140 something the day of the fight. Duno name very loud now in attention. This fight is bigger than what it originally was because of the beef. Was a business of bitchness between Golden Boy and Garcia. We can get into that in a tad bit. We can finish the show out. Now, Duno, did he give the fight away? With the tension on him with Ryan Garcia showing the shirt after the fight, stop running. Did he give it away? Did, Ivan, because Ivan was tagging him. We all saw it. Just, he was out of shape. Took the fight on was it a short notice? Or I don't know what the notice, but he just clearly wasn't in shape to go to. He knew how to survive. He did that well. They kept talking about it. He could fight so well at this slow pace. He knows how to survive. But when he did in spurts, when he did have that energy, he let loose on Duno. Duno has a chin. The shots were there, both hands. Delgado had a chin, but it was more of a sigh as for fans, I guess, for Duno, because like I said, with all the attention, everyone feels like Delgado kind of gave this fight away. You know, like, dude, if you was in shape, you probably could have done it, bro. Because when you let your hands go, it seemed like Delgado had the right strategy. He knew how to outbox Duno. He just didn't have the stamina to do it. You know, he had his legs started going a little sluggish on him. He, like I said, the commentators commentated all day on it. He just conditioning was bad, but the strategy as far as boxing, who was better, it looked like Delgado could have had that fight if he was in better condition. What makes you wonder? What makes you wonder? And it takes us right into: is it business or bitchness? Business or bitchness? This whole Ryan Garcia and the Golden Boy beef. Business or bitchness? We ending the show right here, the RRT Boxing Show. I am your host, Mr.A. You made it to this point. Thank you for your time and support. Thumbs to you. Bring it on back to the show. Let's do a thing. If you made it to this point, hopefully it's like fucking at least 5 to 10 people. Let's go for 5 thumbs. Let's see if this episode gets 5 thumbs. 5 thumbs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 thumbs. 5 phalanges. 5 phalanges. Now, bitchness or business? Did Duno fuck it up? Did Duno fuck it up, or did he save it? Or is it, like I said, what is this going on? Ryan Garcia, Golden Boy. Now, it started with Duno a while ago, which was obviously by accident. When he beat, was it a couple years ago? Who did Duno beat as an opponent? He was brung in. Golden Boy brung him in for Christian Gonzalez. Duno ends up fucking KOing his ass. So along that way, fucking Golden Boy kept giving him some fights, and you know what? Duno just kept doing his thing. He kept looking pretty damn good. Now, Duno, being Filipino, bringing in that fan base slowly by slowly. Golden Boy only has, as of everyone pretty much says it's only Canelo is the money, especially since that report a couple years ago came out, like 85 to 90% of the income of Golden Boy Promotions was Canelo. So you figure you got Duno. It's a cool little prospect out there, and he defeated your prospect, the guy you thought was going to do something for you. This guy defeats him. He wins again. Also, oh shit, he has a big ass fan base. This Filipino, his fans are following him. He's winning. You got Ryan Garcia over here. He's the name. He's the goods. He has all the followers. But when it comes to boxing, people aren't really feeling him. He's not quite showing it. He kind of feels the seats perhaps. But the boxing talk is like, okay, he's fast, but his chin is there. He had questions with his last fight. Can this be business or bullshit? Ryan Garcia is saying, hey, they've been offering me that Duno fight for a while now. They've been trying to get me this guy for a while now. And I've been saying no. Can this be their way of blowing Duno up? They're like, hey, you know what? We blew Ryan Garcia up enough. Why put any more money invested in him? So no, we're not going to pay him. You're bitch. We seen it. We see the bitchness in you. This is business. We're going with Duno. We think he's going to knock your ass out. That's why we've been trying to have him fight you for peanuts. We're going to blow him up off you. You don't got it. We thought you had it. You don't got it. You're going to be our Adrian Broner. No matter what, you're going to be a good fight. You're just not that guy. Could it be business or bitchness? Business for Duno. Is that the way Golden Boy sees it? Or do they, okay, finally, this is what Garcia needs. we blew up Duno enough, beat him, but it's risky. Like I said, it's a golden coin. If Duno fucking upsets Ryan Garcia and knocks his ass out, that's a plus for Golden Boy. So they don't want to invest too much in a loser, because if Duno fucking knocks out Garcia, then hey, where's my money? But now with this extension and all this today's news, perhaps, but that's a good fight, Duno's been looking hittable. Garcia got the speed, got the hand speed, got the punching power. Not the punching power, but he got the respectable power. Speed is power, timing is power. And it seems like Garcia does have that, but he has been, that chin's been out there. His biggest critique is he leaves his head out there. He's hittable. He had problems. I don't. His name's not up. Where is who's the guy he had the little problems with? Was it Carlos? Yes, that was supposed to be his test. After Jason Valise, it's supposed to be the Carlos Morales. Got the decision on him. Look, he had a little here and there, but then he came out against Rodriguez next fight, KO'd him, did his thing against Jose. So they're not quite sold on the King Garcia. Not quite sold. So was it business, bitchness? Golden Boy finally said, like, you know what? We seen enough. It's kind of funny how there was asking for an extension at this, like I said, at this time. Did they see enough in that contract? Now, yes, we know we've seen the handshake and he got his money. Could it be a business move? This is the segment, bitchness or business. The bitchness of fucking Garcia just don't have it, and De La Hoya and Golden Boy sees it. They're like, nope, your contract is up. We're going to find you an extension. We're going to give you just a little bit. So now we, as a struggling company, we got this Canelo beef. We need a fight. And now we have drama because we created something for your bitch ass. We created this beef between you and Duno, a guy who's been doing nothing but winning for us on cheap, who we believe more in, because in your last fight, as your contract ended, we don't see it in you. So is it business for the De La Hoyas, this whole Garcia and Golden Boy beef? Make it happen, talk this up in the thing, and Ryan Garcia went along with it. Or was it bitchness on the behalf of Golden Boy treating Garcia like this? Not paying him, seeing that Duno is a tougher fighter, doing him dirty, lowballing the money. So he's like, hey. Or is it bitchness on Garcia like, hey, I don't want to fight these because they are tougher. I want easier fights. Business or bitchness, so much to talk about, so much ways. How do you look at it? I say it's all business. I do believe Golden Boy is trying to take. I believe they're not super sold on Ryan Garcia over Duno, but they believe he could win. But like I said, no matter what, they're going to invest the money in him because he could be an Adrian Broner. Win or lose, as long as he ain't horrible, he's going to be at a ticket seller. Even if he's fucking 22-3, he's going to be a ticket seller. Now, so if giving him extension, either way it pans out. If Duno could beat him, this could be good business. Either way, they win in this fight. Duno wins. They got a nice star, a new star, upsetting Ryan Garcia. What a name builder for him. If Garcia loses, like I said, he's the Golden Boy's Adrian Broner. No matter what, that dude's gonna sell fights as long as he ain't as horrible. And now, if he wins, Garcia, great business. This could be the fight that Garcia needs because they blew up Duno. We all know him as the guy who keeps winning. They blew him up as the guy he's scared against, so he can. This is the fight that they built up a drama show for Garcia to really start King Ryan. Got an extension. This is phase 2 of King Ryan. You're figuring with 135 getting real hot with Lomachenko 1 belt away. That means everybody's either going to have to start fighting each other. Because if you don't want to fight Lomachenko, who are you fighting? Who are you fighting? So you figure King Ryan, where is he at? WBC number 10. Ryan Garcia for the WBA. He is number 5. IBF, nowhere. Unbelievable. And the WBO, number 6. So obviously, he's going to be in the mix. He's going to have to start fighting somebody. And where is Duno? Duno is number 10 by the WBO. Is that the only place you can see Duno? In the WBO is Duno. Alright, so that lets you know that perhaps he might be going the WBO route. Or that just, yeah, I don't see too many fighters that I know offhand. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Golden Boy has hands to get a lot of people, but just straight off the back, I don't know these Golden Boy fighters. But it looks like he's going the WBO route. So there you see Duno. Is it business or bitchness? I say business, like I said. They set up a big old drama fight that sets him up big. A star is needed. And like I said, you thought Ryan Garcia was the star, or wasn't he? They're like, dude, you're a bitch. We're going to treat you like you were that no more because we don't believe in you. It's bitchness on Golden Boys doing it, or bitchness in Garcia. Business, because I think they need a fight. They set it up beautiful. Garcia's always going to make money for him. Duno could be a huge star, or could ride this out with a couple more wins. In the fight, I think Garcia wins that fight. I think he wins it pretty convincingly as that. I do. Right here on the RRT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support. Like I said, to you, bring it on back to the show.